New tonight, rideshare company Uber responds to the alleged rape of a Tulsa woman by one of their drivers. In a statement, they call it a, quote, violent act no one should ever have to go through. 62-year-old David Knight was arrested Tuesday night on one count of first-degree rape. 2 Works For You reporter Micah Hatfield joins us live downtown where Knight is being held. And Micah, you just learned some brand new information.
Brian, we're actually on Cherry Street right now, and today I got the affidavit detailing what happened here on the night of May 14th. And after reading it, the circumstances don't seem like anything out of the ordinary for Cherry Street. The victim had a few drinks and called an Uber to take her a very short drive home. The victim, in her 40s, told police she remembers getting into Uber driver David Knight's car at about 8:40 that Sunday night. But after that, she says she blacked out from alcohol and doesn't remember much until she woke up the next morning without clothes on in his bed. The victim did tell police about one moment of clarity she had that night, when Knight was on top of her, but then she passed out again.
It doesn't matter how intoxicated you are. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If one, they say no, it's rape, and two, if they're not able to give consent, it's rape.
Officer Jeannie McKenzie says Knight has refused to speak to police. We looked in the Oklahoma court records and found out he had a few misdemeanors that had been dismissed. Oklahoma law says ride-sharing drivers must undergo background checks and cannot have been convicted of a felony in the last 7 years or be a registered sex offender. Knight passes those requirements in the state, but that doesn't mean those drivers will always follow the law.
Criminals are opportunists. And they look for an opportunity to commit crimes. And what this Uber driver did.
Officer McKenzie says this is a tricky situation because police always suggest taking an Uber or having a sober driver bring you home if you've been drinking.
We would suggest trying to maybe more than one person take that Uber. Try not to take them alone. If you are alone and you're getting in that Uber and you have friends wherever you're at, have them say, hey, I'm going to text you when I get home. I'm going to tell you when I get there. So they're aware, if you get home. If they don't get a text from you, then they know something's wrong.
Officer McKenzie also says to trust your gut. If you call a driver from a ride-sharing app and they show up to pick you up and you get a bad feeling, don't get in. Knight is no longer with Uber. He remains in the Tulsa County Jail tonight. Live in Midtown, Micah Hatfield, 2 Works For You.